Being trans means to me.
Being trans for me means...
Being trans to me means...
That feels like a massive question.
Being trans means to me having a really full understanding of myself.
Being trans means being strong. It means being proud in who I am. It means not being afraid to be me.
Being trans means that the gender I was assigned doesn't necessarily fit right with me. It means I've had to really think about gender and really engage deeply with it.
Before I came out as trans non-binary, I wasn't me, I wasn't myself. So being trans really means being myself.
I couldn't let them believe that I was just an ordinary woman, because I'm not. I'm extraordinary.
It means a lot to me. It's important that I be authentic to myself.
Each trans person's answer is going to be different on what it means to them.
Being transgender is just a step towards who I'm supposed to be or was meant to be in the first place.
Trans means living as my true identity.
I find it's another layer on top of who I already am and what I tend to experience day to day, week to week.
It's an identity that I can feel that I was missing.
It means there's no more hiding. I'm just out there and I'm being me and I'm unapologetically being me, and I'm being proud of that.
I didn't know anything about transgender people, I think, till a couple of years ago, 3 years ago myself.
There's no such thing as trans enough or not trans enough.
Being trans is important to me and was a weight off my shoulders when I come out. So it's being that trans, well, coming out, being a trans person is finally who I am.
And I think of it as like translucent and transcendent, because I'm forever moving and evolving.
It started, you know, with a lot of questions.
I just knew from a young age who I was, you know, as a sister girl.
It was a great relief when I discovered I was trans, because one thing I did know was that I did not feel male. And that, I thought everyone kind of had that.
Yeah, the idea that being trans is a mental illness doesn't make any sense to me, because it's just your gender identity, and having a gender identity doesn't make you mentally ill. Everyone has a gender identity. Everyone just expresses it differently in the world.
At first I felt like I had to try and sort of act to try and fit in, and then I realized that I could just be myself, and I was already you know, woman enough.
When you're growing up and you're trying to identify yourself as a male or female human, it's confusing more so than anything.
I feel empowered in my body a lot of the time, and its fullness, and I've always been like a big-bodied person. I like my big bum and my big chest. I don't know, it's very confusing. I'm still unpacking and unfolding myself.
Our history is ever since there was humans. That is our real history.
And I just think it would be more comfortable and more helpful for people if they were taught from an early age to cluster in the middle and work it out from there, rather than clustering at either end and then having to fight their way back to where they are.
The pronoun that I really, really align with is they, them, for the most part. I mean, there are some days where she, her just feels so much better. That's gender fluidity for you.
Being trans is such a big part of my world. Living authentically, it's showing up and telling people that this is who I am and asking that they respect me.
It's being able to be genuinely you, and like being accepted for that.
I've come into my own, affirming who I am.
You know, it's not about fitting in, it's about what makes me happy.
I just thought I was just stuck, you know, stuck in this body.
I wonder why people still want to attach
want to attach it to me. I think, my womanhood doesn't need qualification.
I think it's something that I don't think will ever end. I think it's going to continue on, and I want it to continue on.
Being trans for me means an absolute freedom to question myself, to remove myself from the structured norms.
Cis people don't sit around and ask themselves if they're trans for that long. Cis people go, oh, am I trans? No, I'll go on with life.
Meant different things at different times, and it doesn't mean the same thing. And I suppose it's a bit like gender, it's not static.
More profound, more extraordinary than I could ever have imagined.